What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Cover Lines. I'm your host, Brian B.Dot Miller, and today's cover stars are one of the greatest rap groups of all time. Please welcome Malice and Pusha T, aka the Clipse. What's going on, guys?
What's up, my guy?
Man,
What's good?
welcome back, literally.
Okay.
Congratulations on this album, man. Does it feel like it's been 16 years?
Not at all. Not for me, anyway. I mean, I don't know where the time went. You know, it kind of zoomed past, but it's crazy.
Every time I hear that number, I'm like, man, 16 years. I can't even imagine. But all of my time and dates run together these days. Like, I'm not good at that. Estimating any of that.
Right. When you guys announced the title for this project, the first thing I immediately thought of was the Jadakiss line from Hating Your Blood, kill 'em all, let God sort 'em out. Was that inspiration for the album?
It wasn't the line from that. That's the line.
Right.
But it wasn't from that. Where is that from?
I don't know where it's from.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, it's just a saying. I thought.
Right.
Yeah.
So it wasn't, because I know you guys always have like religious epithets as album titles.
That was
That's why it was
idea.
fitting.
Yeah.
Got it. Now, most rappers record out of like a sweatshop or a closet. You guys took your talents to the Louis Vuitton headquarters out in Paris, France, man. How long were you guys out there?
Off and on a year and a half. Yeah, off and on a year and a half, I say. Set up just like this, actually.
Okay.
No booth, kind of makeshift. And just open to everything. You're creating music in an environment where people are, sketching, creating bags, bringing over fabric, shoes.
Right.
No privacy.
Yeah, no privacy.
So you guys didn't have to relocate or anything like that?
No.
Okay.
No.
Just a lot of frequent flyer miles.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure, for sure.
Y'all should be medallion at this point.
Oh, man.
Of course.
Platinum, diamond, million miler. It's the 3 joints.
Word.
Yeah.
Because I remember back in 2024, you guys had a listening session for the album in Paris. Like, were all these the same songs, or was anything scrapped? Was anything salvaged?
Probably not scrapped, but I think we probably added a couple.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What songs were added? Do you remember?
Mike Tyson was one.
P.O.V.
Oh.
P.O.V.
I'm
for sure.
I'm glad you added that one.
Yeah.
Word. And like during the recording process, how were you received by the staff? Technically, you're an employee at Louis Vuitton Push,
right,
as a house ambassador.
Right.
How were they receiving you?
Man, I think that the other employees there really love the energy. They love the idea of making music and letting the music be the backdrop for what it is that Pharrell is creative directing over there. And I think it just made for a very creative environment. I say a lot that while we were doing it, man, you got to understand it's just opinions everywhere, opinions all around. And even when it's not focused on you, it's just the level of like scrutiny and the attention to detail surrounding you. Like it sort of puts you on that type of time too.
Gotcha.
And whatever it is that you're doing.
Did Bernard or No stop by any chance?
He came through a couple times.
He came through?
Yeah, for sure.
What did he say to you guys? What are you doing?
Just not much. Just coming through to see. Like, just seeing what it was about.
So he's like the executive producer in some ways.
I wouldn't go that far. But he came through for sure.
That's what's up. Now, you guys have like an unconventional recording process. I guess that's part of the Clipse lore, because you recorded Lord Willin' at Babyface's house.
Right.
And now you guys have the reunion album at Louis Vuitton.
Yeah.
So Louis Vuitton had the same comfortability as like a traditional studio?
Yeah, I would say so. I would say, just everything is kind of at your beck and call. You order whatever, Just say it.
Okay.
It appears. But I think the comfort zone versus a regular studio, it's a little different in that sense. Studios are very closed off and so on and so forth. But this was like an open workspace, I'd say.
Damn, take that.
And I think the comfortability really comes from just being there. My brother, myself, Pharrell, his parents, kids, his family. It's just family, and it feels like family.
Man, it just sound like Camp David, man.
Right.
But speaking of Pharrell, I'm curious, like, so was he approving sketches by day and like making beats by night?
It happens all through the process.
Wow.
People come interrupt the session. You know, it happens.
Wow.
Yeah.
That guy's a workhorse,
Yeah.
man.
Meeting in the middle of, you know, in the middle of whatever record we working on. Meeting.
Just a meeting.
Meeting.
That's what's up. And speaking of that, you know, Pharrell, you know, he's obviously without his former partner of the Neptunes, Chad Hugo. And when it comes to Clipse or just music in general, what do you think is Chad's superpower?
I think at any given time, you know, Chad was always picking up like the weirdest instruments. It could be a harp, it could be a thimble, or you know what I'm saying, a cymbal or something, like tambourine. Just a whole bunch of creativity. You know what I'm saying? I know Chad for like really being on the chords, you know, playing chords and stuff like that. Yeah.
And you've known him for a long time too.
Yeah.
Curse you guys out. Well, his parents used to curse you guys out.
Yeah,
of the house.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Skip
Yep.
school.
Yeah.
They come home to all this noise and could tell that everybody been in their house all day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you miss it a little bit though, having him involved in the project?
Yeah, I'd
Yeah.
say so. I'd say, man, you know, I think you know, Chad and just that whole family feel of everybody is something that, you know, you always look to and always want to you know, have that old thing, that old connectivity.
Yeah.
You got to remember too, it was Chad's station wagon that we used to pile into and drive to New York, you know, splitting gas money and stuff like that.
With
So
the wood panels?
Nah, it ain't have that one.
it was close though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, but you guys, you know, you kicked the album off on a somber note with a tribute to your late parents on Birds Don't Sing.
Yeah.
I remember at the listening session, you said creating the song was unbearably hard. And as a fan, listening to it was as well. In a lot of ways, it reminded me of like Nas's Dance or like My Brother by Styles P. You know, Push, you wrote for about your mom, and Malice, you wrote about your dad.
Right.
Did each of you have verses for each parents?
We could have, but
Yeah.
nah, the direction from the beginning was, you know, Pusha was gonna you know, speak to his conversation that he had with our mom, you know, final days. And I think it's kind of crazy because we actually had real conversations, you know, in the final days, not knowing, you know. So it just it made for it was good to have it documented, be able to document it.
Right. And it's wild because pushing your rhyme, it sounded like your mom had her affairs in order. Like she had like a checklist of things she wanted to do. Like she almost knew her time was up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In hindsight, that's how I look at it. You know, at the time, you know, I wasn't paying attention. And it definitely when I just think back about it, because all of those are real instances. She told me what she told me about my brother.
Right.
You know, she went and my sister is in a nursing home. She went and stuffed her refrigerator. That's what I'm.
That's Dee.
That's Dee, right? You know, so it's like these things are all being said. These things are happening, and you know, when you look back at it, I'm like, damn, lady.
The precision.
Yeah, precision.
Right.
Yeah.
Precision.
Yeah.
Who's Buck? Is that your
Oldest brother?
Older brother. That's
Yeah.
Charles.
It's actually Buck, B-U-P.
Oh,
you know, it
okay.
sounds like Buck, but it's Buck. Yeah, it's
Gotcha.
our older brother. Yeah.
And why was she against you going to Turks for Thanksgiving? She just wants you to have.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, she
just-
wanted us close.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
Yeah, she made mention of that to me. He didn't even know she said that to me. She
Yeah.
was like, yeah, and he's going away, you know.
Oh man.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Thanksgiving is usually a family thing with you guys.
Yeah, always.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah. And it seems like your parents, you know, they had a lot of love for each other. Even though they split, it seems like as if it was no love lost. Love
Not
lost.
at all.
Yeah.
Not at all.
Yeah.
Like they split after 33 years.
Wow.
You know, so
That's crazy.
yeah, no, it's crazy.
That is a lifetime, man.
Yeah.
And Malice, was it hard revisiting this topic? Because I know you talk about your mom deteriorating on your song "Shame on Me" off your
Right.
last solo album.
Wow, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Was it hard talking about it?
Like we're just revisiting it.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, but I can say this, like with my departure from the group, just being there for my mom all these years, my 15, 16-year absence, I was there with her, you know, and I think that gave her a lot of peace, just knowing, you know, I was there at her beck and call. And at the time, you know, you're not thinking about that, but it couldn't have been done any other way. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I was definitely glad to be of service to my mother all that time.
Right, and Push, you was holding it down with the wheels, man. You kept hooking up with Mercedes Benz.
Every Mercedes.
That was her car?
Oh, was it? Was it?
joint.
She'd cuss him out if he bought anything other than
What?
Swap it out.
that. Swap it out.
Swap it out.
What was like the S series?
It was any one. The
Yeah.
smalls, you know, I don't like that. That's
Everything.
too big. Give me the other one. Give me the
Yeah.
other. She didn't even know the numbers and the letters. She didn't care.
Oh man.
I'm gonna try this one. I'm up here now. I'm about to try another one.
Yup.
Gotta keep mom's lace, man.
You know?
That's right.
Word. And you know, you guys lamenting about your mom, maybe think about the other woman in your life, your grandmother. And I
Yeah.
remember when you mentioned, "Oh, Mama, I'm so sorry, Malice," you know, airing out the family business. Did she really?
Oh, absolutely.
get at you for that?
Absolutely. I'm talking to things that I remember. You know, lying to the baby, saying it's Ajax, things we find in the closet, the triple beams and things that we would find. And she told me, she said, I'm older in age now. You know, she said, I don't want to be remembered for anything like that.
Wow.
And I was like, you know, I had to apologize, and, you know, I wasn't thinking. And, you know.
Were you surprised that grandma was listening to the music like that?
No, because, you know, the whole family was, you know, engulfed in listening to what we were doing, you know, when it grew some legs. So, no, I'm not surprised.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
back to Birds Don't Sing. On Malice, your verse, you get a sense of who your dad, Gene Sr., was.
Right.
You could tell like he was a really hardworking guy.
Yeah.
And he was a pharmacist too, right?
No, my mother
your
was a
mom was a
pharmacist
pharmacist.
technician.
Technician,
Yeah.
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 Wow. But nonetheless.
My dad was a New York City firefighter.
Oh, he was a fireman.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, the ties are steep here in the city, man.
Oh, yeah, man. You know it. Yeah.
But you say you shared your father with your friends. Like, was he like the father they never had?
Yeah,
And, like,
absolutely.
In what
Like,
ways that he would just give them game?
because and they would all attest to this, especially when he passed. You know, all of my friends were saying, "Man, that y'all parents was the first parents we seen. You know, stay together. We come over and eat. You know what I'm saying?" My dad, we like to fish a lot, and I always, you know, brought a friend of mine with me fishing. Trips to Busch Gardens, King's Dominion. That's like, you know, great
yeah.
adventures. And you know, my dad was definitely like the neighborhood dad.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's what's up. You know, back in the day, dads used to administer mass whoopings to
Oh,
whoever
yeah.
the kids
yeah,
was.
whoever. Yeah.
Word. And Mouse, I know you credit the Bible verse Romans 11:28 in helping shaping your return, right? But it was your dad that gave you the blessing to bring.
Wait a
to
minute,
come back.
Romans 11:28, which is what?
The gifts of
God are irrevocable. Oh, okay. Well, my dad's favorite Bible verse was, "Many are the afflictions of the righteous, but the Lord thy God will deliver him out of them all." And he would always tell me, whatever you're going through, whatever you know, he was like, in all his years of living, everything that he thought was serious, everything he thought might have been life or death, every tribulation, some of the things you look back, you can't even remember, you know, what you were suffering for, or, you know, and that was just something that really helped me. And, you know, I pass it to my kids. It's a whole bunch of verses that, you know, will definitely get you through life.
Right.
Yeah.
But it was his blessing that kind of inspired you to return?
Absolutely.
Right.
I didn't think it was okay. You know what I'm saying? I didn't think it was okay at all. And when I heard my dad say, you know, that he thought I had been too hard on myself, that was an eye opener for me, because my dad was in the church. He was a deacon, so I never thought he would even think along those lines. Yeah.
So if he would have said no, you would have stayed away?
I don't think my dad was a person like that. He would let me decide what was best for, you know, me and my family, you know, but I definitely take a lot of stock in you know, whatever he told us or taught us coming up.
What was his thoughts when you entered the military?
Well, he was in the military, so this is how I knew of these things. You know what I'm saying? To like, if you don't have a plan and you know you got a family to take care of, and you have to do something.
Right.
It might not even be what you want to do at the time, you know. So yeah, I got all that from him, man.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
You got it. You better do something
Yeah.
and figure it out later if you don't know right now.
Yeah, I thought it was a powerful statement when he said you owe it to the world that your mess becomes your message.
Absolutely. Yeah.
That resonates for real.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Don't just, I think, and I've made mention of this before, when you have a revelation of the true and living God, it is so radical that it paralyzes you. And I think that happens a little bit too often when people come to faith. You still have a job to do.
Yeah.
You still have to occupy the area, your area of influence. And so that's what I call myself doing.
Right. And in your verse, you said your intuition kicked in when you went to his house. Did you find him deceased in the kitchen?
I found both of my parents. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I discovered both of my parents, going in and checking on them.
What goes through your mind when that happens?
Well, I tell you what does happen. I'm gonna tell you, since you asked, I'm gonna tell you what does happen. My faith and everything that I have read from the Word of God took over. There was a supernatural sense of peace. There was no time to break down, start crying, getting out of my mind, what's going on, what's happening, screaming and kicking. Nah, I had a complete sense of peace. And I had to have that peace not only for myself, but to deliver the news, to my family or whatever. And God has never let me down, ever, no matter what I faced or seen in this life. So, yeah.
Wow. Man, I don't know how you managed to do that, man, but that's admirable for sure. And on a lighter note, though, you said your dad loved his fishing trips, right?
Oh, yeah.
What was your mom's passion?
Spending money.
Gambling.
Gambling. She was going to the casinos?
Gambling.
Yeah. Casinos, cruises, vacations.
Gambling.
My mom.
Was she a winner?
If she did win, you wouldn't know about it.
Yeah, she wouldn't. She wouldn't tell you.
She ain't gonna let you know.
Yeah, I'm just going back.
Just going back. All right, bet. But the song also features John Legend and it's Stevie Wonder at the end delivering that.
And on the keys.
And on the keys,
right? Delivering that epilogue.
Yeah.
How does that happen? How does Stevie Wonder get on that record?
Pharrell, his many glorious connections.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's how that works.
So you just sent him the record and it came back to you?
Well, it really touched him, according to.
I think they went.
Yeah, he went. Yeah.
Pharrell went with the record to see Stevie, and we weren't there.
Oh,
but
said it broke him down too.
Yeah, but that's how that went.
Damn, I know you said recording this song broke down a lot of people at the Louis Vuitton.
Man.
Even the people that don't speak English?
Man, everybody speaks English, man.
In France, I don't know.
Yeah. Nah, but yeah.
Word. Man, that's really a touch point on the album, man. But then you kick things off immediately after on the next song, Chains and Whips.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Man, that Kendrick Lamar verse is a standout moment.
Yeah, it is. For sure. It really is. It's crazy.
I think it might be one of the guest verse candidates of the year,
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was your reaction when you got back his vocals?
Oh, man. I kind of expect that from him. And I feel like, Kendrick, he's a fan of what the Clipse and Pharrell create together. So, these are beats that are probably, that beat in particular was probably like one of the ones that he would have been like, damn, if he would have made that for me. So I knew he was going to go in.
Yeah.
I knew he was going to go in upon picking it.
So you didn't give him direction in what way to go in or anything like that?
Nah, we just give him the verses with the open space.
I think it also speaks a lot to his artistry of everything that he was going under at the time. And he didn't just give us a verse for the sake of giving us a verse.
Yeah,
like he gave us a masterful verse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Were you guys upset about the leak when it hit the net?
It's whatever.
It's whatever.
Everything is whatever.
Yeah, man.
We navigate any and everything.
So be it, so be it.
So be it, so be it.
Right.
Or Malice, I like how you cleverly integrated scripture into your verse, right? Like you referenced John 10:10.
That's right.
That's your usual.
That's right. That's right.
How did you stay sharp during your hiatus? Like, were you still writing?
I always have to make mention of my two solo projects, Hear Ye Him,
Yes,
and Let the Dead Bury the Dead. And like you mentioned before, the gifts of God are irrevocable. When he gives you a gift, it's yours. No matter what you do with it, you know, he's not gonna take it back from you. Like that gift is yours. And so yeah, I just attribute everything to God.
Right.
Yeah, that's me.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And also to add to that, in short, I've always put scripture, even before I believed scripture, in you know, our verses or whatever. From exclusive audio footage, it opened up with the prayer. You know, the album that got shelved from Elektra in the beginning.
Right.
So it's
Our
just
friends call him Thou Father.
yeah, Thou Father. Yeah,
before anything.
Before anything.
Before everything.
yeah.
Thou
yeah.
Father. Oh
Thou
God, here
Father.
come Thou Father.
Yo, yeah.
Even on your album, you closed it out with the prayer too of salvation. Thought that was really dope too.
Appreciate it.
Yeah. You know, but I go back and I trace back to like your verse on the mixtape cut Emotionless off We Got It for Sheet Volume 3. Was that foreshadowing of your departure? Is that like when the moment you became disenchanted with rap?
It wasn't that I became disenchanted with rap, and I just want to clarify that I don't have any shadow to cast on rap or hip hop. The only shadow I ever cast was me, poor decision making in instances. You know, I just had to, like I say, take inventory in myself, and I think as I'm witnessing other artists, I can see what they're going through, even if they don't recognize that. You know, anytime you tripping publicly, angry, ego-driven, indictments handed down, you know, we've been through all of that, losing friends. And I just see, you know, I've seen drug addictions and stuff, not personally, but I see these kind of things going on. And I think if people knew it's okay to reevaluate, take a step back, and you know, get yourself together.
That verse was so powerful, man. I remember you said, "I've been feeling different lately. Like fuck the money, the dollars, the devil's
Oh
baby."
man, wow.
What was the story behind that verse? Because
you're reminding me of this. Yeah.
You also said on that line, on that verse, Barry said Pharrell was selfish as hell, and you told him to stay in your place.
Oh yeah, you know, and I think they learned a good lesson as to who the Clipse are and loyalty. You know, and that Pharrell, my brother, myself, Chad, we all come up together and we stick together. So when we win together. When we lose together. And there'll be nothing from anyone that'll come in between us at any point in time.
That was Barry Weiss, an executive?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Just making it clear. And I also realized, well, I didn't realize that like a lot of your verses on this album are like largely profanity free, besides, you know, a little N-word here.
That's who I am as a person. You know what I'm saying? That's who I mean, I think I can outcuss the best of them, you know, but that's not my first language.
It's not needed.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah. It's not needed.
Yeah, I hate it a lot of times when people just gratuitously.
Yeah. For nothing.
For nothing.
For nothing. Yeah.
Word. This guy. You know, the phrase culturally inappropriate is a running theme throughout the album. I know you guys came up with the phrase in the studio, but what are some things within hip hop you deem to be culturally inappropriate?
So much. Take your pick. It's so much.
Man, within hip hop, man. You know, I'm watching. For me, I look at hip hop and I just reminisce on the things that made hip hop what it was to me, and speaking specifically like into like the rollout and even the rollout of this, real journalism. Real journalism is a big deal to us. Whack hip hop journalism is culturally inappropriate, especially when you do and you create and you craft like this.
Yeah,
I couldn't imagine, this was everybody was very, very intentional that we sat down with, very
right,
and just having to. Create something so great and then sit down with like the
frivolous,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
there's an art to journalism that I want next to the art of this music.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's like that's why this, and that's why the cast of characters, and that's why when you see the articles and things like that, and who we sit down with, that's why we're like, we're going here.
They have to align.
It has to align for the seriousness of what this is.
Right.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I mean, and I, you know, just to add to it, it's like, you know, this is, I want to see it like this because this is what I miss. Like I miss reviews. I miss critiques. I miss reading and, oh shit, should I go get this? You know what I'm saying? Oh, did you see what they said?
Yeah.
You know, he got 4 stars, man. You should have gave that shit 2 stars. Look, I miss that about hip hop for me.
Right.
So it's like, lack of attention to detail and just those things, because I think that's what helps artists like us with the word. When you're rooted in, you know what I'm saying, in the pen, it's like, man, it's not a lot of bells and whistles all the time to get to, you know what I'm saying? I liken it back to Hell Hath No Fury. We got it for cheap mixtape series. It was the blog era that kept us rolling.
Right.
Blog era that kept us hot. It was the the chatter and people actually having an opinion on an educated opinion on your music.
Right. So P.O.V. is another standout track, right?
Yes.
Now, Pusha, I got a kick out of your flow because you sound so apathetic and like disgusted in your verse, man. Like you called out content creators, 60-day stars, window shoppers, 20-year thousandaires, and $5,500 hosting.
You have to thank me for that.
That was you?
No, it was T.
Okay.
But he wanted to scrap
I was
it.
gonna scrap the
Why?
record.
He was gonna scrap it, and when I heard that, like I went off on everybody.
Oh,
Ain't no way.
But initially, why was that your thought?
Because I was trying to copy Guru in tone.
Oh.
And I didn't think I did a good enough job. I was like, nah, man.
Oh nah. When I heard it, it
Then
was.
he heard it.
I didn't
but
even care about what I
that's where
said.
the like
lackadaisicalness
of the flow came, and just very monotone, like a da 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 da, you know.
Yeah.
And I was trying to mimic something that I
Wow.
didn't think I nailed that good.
Wow.
No, this is great for me because every interview is talking about
that.
that.
No, there was a problem.
Record.
I was
So
like, man, we can keep
my
that.
ear is still good after all this time.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It just sounded so bored. I'm just
Yeah,
tired.
yeah,
of this.
it is too much. I can't take it.
Yeah.
Right. And the song also features a great verse from Tyler, the Creator.
Yeah.
Plus, you call him the #1 Clipster. I guess that
Yeah.
makes me #2. You've collaborated with him twice in 2011 on Trouble on My Mind and Ooh. From your POV, no pun intended, how do you think Tyler has evolved as a rapper?
Man, I think, well, first of all, I think Tyler is an incredible rapper. I watched him evolve as an artist, like fully. He's always, like you said, since 2011. I mean, I've been rhyming with him, but I think his world building is something to be, studied. Like Tyler builds a world, and he's built a world, and he has built like a fan base that is loyal and dedicated, and he services them in a way that also should be studied.
True.
That is a
He still cares.
Yes,
he
that's a
still
fact.
He still cares. I mean, he cares
It's-
like he comes from the era we come from.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like, I think I think, though, like that's just how I see. I just see him like that,
Yeah.
man. Like in a very it's beneficial to hip hop. It's
Yeah.
beneficial to hip hop, and it's beneficial to anybody who needs to you need to study that playbook.
Yeah,
Anybody coming up.
You've been bigging up for him for a while. Like I remember you said he had an album of the year on Pop Smoke's album. Like,
yeah.
Like
yeah,
you're always gonna give it up to Tyler.
Yeah.
I respect.
I
that.
think he did though. That
Yeah.
was the mixtape.
Yeah. Call him If You Get Lost.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
The album. Yeah, that was
Yeah.
dope. And speaking of mixtape, DJ Clue, he makes an appearance on the album too, man. Why was it important to have his vocals on the album?
Man, we get so we were caught up in urgency. Like that was like the key word looming in the studio. And when we would find something urgent, you know, we be listening back. Pharrell be walking around the room. He'd be like, Clue, Clue. You know, he's just adding, you know, just whatever he heard. So we actually went and took some Clue vocals and then and put them on the record just to hear it.
Yeah.
And we loved it. We like, oh man, this is it. You know, we got to keep this, so on and so forth. So we let Clue hear it. And Clue was like, nah, I got to redo them. I need to do them myself. It don't even belong there. Y'all don't even know, you know.
Yeah.
And he booked some studio time and moved and rearranged some of the joints around.
It gave you that mixtape feel, man.
Yeah.
There's always something comforting about hearing like DJ Clue's vocals on tracks, like as a rap fan. But also thought about like how Kid Capri was on Kendrick Lamar's Damn and like Tyler had DJ Drama. Like you didn't forget about the DJ.
Nah, man. You can't, man. Yeah. You can't.
It's even dope like how on like Mike Tyson and P.O.V. you let the beat drop and just have the vocals so like the DJ could do what he needs to do on them, you know? But it's also dope that you have some new blood on this project, man. We got Stove God Cooks over Pharrell Williams' production.
Yeah, man.
Like, how did you guys get hip to his music? Was it through Reasonable Drought?
Yeah. I believe it was through Reasonable Drought for me. I kept just seeing it. And I was like, man, Reasonable Drought? Who the fuck is this? Like, what is this? And man, I tapped in, and then I just, you know, went down a rabbit hole. I would hear him on features, and then I just grew a liking to like what Stove does, and it's like, for me, it's the next level and wave of like street rap. There's like, you know, he's animated, he's lyrical, he's melodic, and you know what I'm saying, it's kind of entertaining to, you know what I'm saying, to be able to hear it. Like, you know, a lot of times you hear artists who have some of those qualities and the lyric ain't there, so you kind of like, you know, it begins to taper off. Your like for them begins to taper off. He's one that like keeps me engaged.
Yeah.
And
how'd you feel about him, Malice?
Yeah, so my best friend is the one who put me on to him, and then Pusha as well. But yeah, just the color that he brings, easy to digest. You know, it's up front and center, melodic, and yeah, I think he just made a great fit for the album.
I say a lot that he reminds me of like Mixtape 50 and Max B. With like bars, like and like I you know, like those are I don't even know how he feels about that, but
I see where you go.
Like
with
it's the enjoyment of, you know, if you think of some of those moments, there was like a lot of just like enjoyable moments in those eras of music and in those mixtapes.
Man, when he said Rolls Royce brake lights and light skinned bass runner, I'm Derek Jeter, I lost my mind. I was like, yo, who is this guy, man? But it was great to have him on the album.
Yeah.
You know, and I can't talk about Clipse without talking about the Re-Up Gang, man.
Yeah, man.
And 20 years ago this year, you know, you guys released a classic mixtape, We Got It for Cheap Volume 2, Clinton Sparks.
Yeah.
Can you talk about that tape and the importance of the series to your careers?
Well, I can tell you.
Yeah,
you know,
let him tell you about this.
Yeah, I mean, you know, because I wasn't trying to hear anything about the mixtape. That's when we was running into, you know, label woes and label drama. And so when that was going bad, I was just angry at everything and everybody at that time.
So to convince him to do a mixtape, a free tape.
A
free mixtape?
Not the F word.
What?
Yeah. But let me say, like, you know, and this is for anybody aspiring to be in this business, it's about the work that you put in yourself. Because off of these mixtapes, we created our own tours. You know, and not just giving up and just being stagnant, not doing anything. You know, I'm glad that we did get into the mixtape, and it's some of the hardest verses
I agree.
ever.
I agree.
I mean, some of the best music ever.
Yeah.
We Got It for Cheap, Volume 2.
It was
Crazy.
That was blackout central,
man.
And, you know, it is. I remember making it and saying, hey, y'all know there's not gonna be another batch of beats that you know, that are just gonna fall like this so that we can do a volume 3 or whatever. You know, we knew the beat selection was gonna be pulling teeth for whatever's to
From
come
thereafter.
after that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Felt like you've been to the mountaintop.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like that was just a great time, and man, you know, it was an all-star just beat collection.
It
man.
was.
Damn.
And Push, you declared on Volume 2 that we're in the Black Card era, right? 20 years later, how would you label or describe this current era?
Man.
Luxury.
Yeah. Yeah. This is the mountaintop of luxury rap. For sure.
The mountaintop.
Yeah, this is the
yeah.
mountaintop. This is it. Like I feel like I feel like, man, this is you know, this is how you're supposed to see rap mature, how you're supposed to see it evolve, how you're supposed to see it progress, and just and just really just raising the bar in every aspect. I feel like this is, you know, this is hip hop. This is hip hop, not just music though, bro. This is really like lifestyle, culture, fashion, art. Like I feel like where we are right now, like this is what we're like. This is what we selling.
Right.
This is what we selling.
I'm hoping that it's changing the mindset of hip hop artists.
Yeah.
There is no, or doesn't have to be, and shouldn't be any aging out. Just be willing to progress, mature, grow, still do your thing. You
Right.
know, don't chase backwards though. You know, don't chase backwards. It's a way to do everything.
Right.
Yeah.
Now we also got Ab-Liva, the monk.
Always.
Yeah.
The chosen
monk.
one.
The monk. The monk.
How do you know he's the monk?
I said I'm the number 2 Clipse.
I see.
The monk.
Wow, that's what we call him, the
Yeah.
monk.
The monk.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's featured on the album on the song Inglorious Bastards. He's part of the Re-Up gang.
Yeah.
What's your relationship with the 4th member, Sandman?
He's good.
Yeah,
we just seen him.
absolutely.
I just seen him at Clark Kent's funeral.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Talked to him a couple of times. I've been running crazy, but good.
Sam, keep up with me on social.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So is it a
Always
Re-Up?
good.
Is a Re-Up gang reunion possible?
Man, it's possible. Yeah, it's possible. It's definitely possible.
I definitely say so.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's possible.
Okay, we got it for Cheat Volume 5 coming
It's
soon,
possible.
2025.
It ain't gonna be free though.
Oh,
yeah,
shit.
yeah.
You said you got it for Cheat.
We do. We got it for cheap.
Yeah.
But yeah, those are some of the best rhymes on those projects. I know
sure,
people ask
man.
you to perform those. Do you guys do those joints on stage?
Nah.
Not as of yet.
Yeah.
But
man.
it just ain't no telling what it's gonna blossom into.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what's up. Now, talk about solo material. Push. Last time we talked, I asked you about Exodus 23 and 1, and you said when that was gonna be available on DSPs. And you said there was a lot of red tape, surrounding that release. Is there any update regarding that?
Nah. It was just Miss Wallace.
Miss Wallace,
Miss
right.
Wallace didn't want to clear it. Just the energy around it. And it's Miss Wallace.
That's Miss
Miss
Wallace.
Wallace say no.
Right.
So no.
Yeah. You did say on Twitter that the video scares you now when you watch it. Why is that?
Oh man, the video was just, it was raw, and it was like really in some of the rawest areas in Virginia. And when I just think about some of the people who are in it, who are no longer alive, who are no longer free, it's just, the video was really captured real life for a lot of people who were in it.
Yeah.
And it presented itself as time went on.
Yeah, it's definitely a classic, man. And Malice, it's been 7 years since your last solo album. Are you open up to doing another one?
I'm open to everything, but I think I'm enjoying rhyming alongside with my brother. I feel like doing a lot of catching up musically. Like
Okay.
we've never, been disconnected ever. But musically, I'm enjoying the creativity, and I'm enjoying the feel, the nostalgia, and really enjoying rap right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what about guest features? Are you down for doing those?
Oh, absolutely.
All right.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because
Easily.
this guy over here, man, he's been on the run. Like,
Nah, he's gone. He's
the
gone.
Ray Vaughn problems,
Yeah.
Fat Money,
Yeah.
Immunity last year,
Yeah.
Freddie
Money,
Gibbs
man.
gold rings.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
man, that joint you say you had Nas with the cummerbund.
Yeah.
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 It's crazy, man.
Yeah.
So looking forward to that. And we also definitely looking forward to this tour that's hitting next month.
Yeah.
You and Earth Gang.
Yeah.
Why were they a good fit to open up with?
Man, Earth Gang bring tickets. What you mean? Earth Gang, like, just I mean, these guys are well toured. They're well toured. They have a very strong fan base. They're gonna complement that stage. So if you're not an Earth Gang fan, you will be entertained. And vice versa. Like, if you're an Clipse fan, you're gonna be entertained. Earth Gang, they're gonna hold it down. They're gonna hold it down.
Absolutely. I've seen them perform. They are no joke.
No, they're good.
Yeah.
They're really good.
Yeah. And how you guys are gonna perform Birds Don't Sing, man?
Man,
I think we got it under control.
I put it on the list last night and I was like, where is it gonna go? Like, I didn't know, I don't know. But it's up there.
It's up there. It's on the set list.
Yeah, it's on the list.
And I read that you won't perform Ma Don't Love Her, and when was the last time?
Yeah.
Why?
Man, I just don't like the records.
Well, the last time is so classic, man.
People love when
People
the last
love it.
time.
Like, and listen,
I mean, it goes
lose.
crazy every year.
Yeah, I lose. I do. We will do it.
Yeah.
But man, it is like, you talk about like,
No, they asked for it.
like you talk about turning a knife. Man, it turns a knife.
Top down, chrome spinning.
Oh man, I'd be pissed. Like, man.
Oh man.
I don't know. I mean, man, we've been in it so long. I think the discography is so deep.
Yeah.
There's so many records we love. And then, you learn to make records that you love to perform. So now it's like, man, I can't wait to get to My Mom So Sorry. I can't, I don't want to.
Right. Yeah. Makes sense. But do you still hate Till the Casket drops?
Yes.
You still hate it?
Yeah.
Why? There's some good songs on there, like Popular Demand, Counseling,
I like that. I like
Doorman.
Yeah.
I like those.
Yeah.
You say like the
those.
Carrie Hilson record. That's all.
I ain't like that. Yeah.
How do you feel about that album, Malice?
I love that album. And I love it because it drops breadcrumbs as to where I was headed. I don't have to explain too much of where my mind was at and, where I was going, how I was feeling. I was like leaving clues. It's all well documented.
Yeah.
Everything is really documented through our music.
Yeah. As the number 2 Clipster, I still say Lord Willing is my favorite outside of this new project. I give it some
Really?
time. Lord
Yeah,
Willing.
I think I'm with you on that. I think I've said that too.
Man.
Yeah.
Lord Willing. That has my favorite song on there, man. I'm Not You. Yeah. Speaking of which, Malice, I
My
got
man,
to tell you
listen, say
in
it,
person.
say it. Give it to me.
I'm going to make sure I articulate my thoughts well. It still gives me goosebumps. I think that verse is the best verse that I've ever heard in rap history about the other side of the game.
Wow.
And as a person who's never been in the street, I felt where you were coming from with that verse. So I just want to give you that flowers when
thank
you say
you.
that.
I received, brother. Thank you very much.
Word. Have you guys ever performed that live together?
Yeah.
With all the guys? With Styles, Jadakiss?
No. Well, wait. No. We did it on. Didn't we do it on $2 bill?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we did.
Really?
Yeah, we did
MTV
it,
$2 bill.
Yeah.
I think
That was a long time ago.
You
What?
probably have to Google that. But not, maybe not more. Maybe only that one time, right?
I almost didn't remember that.
Yeah, MTV $2 bill, man.
When the tour comes to New York, Jadakiss and Styles are around.
That would be
I'm with
amazing.
it. Yeah.
That would be
That'd be
amazing.
Right. And Roscoe P. Coldchain just
Oh,
was
man.
released from
Yep.
Prison. Have you guys connected with him?
Yeah.
since his
Absolutely.
release?
Yeah.
He pulled up at the Roots picnic the other day.
Okay.
Came to something in the water in Virginia.
He did. Did we perform
We
with
didn't
him too?
perform,
We
but
didn't?
we performed at that at the club that night.
We performed at the club. Yeah, it was a club night.
And
Yep.
he came
Man.
through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's good that all the guys, from the former, from the older catalog is still like the guys
Everybody's
involved.
real.
Yeah.
Everybody's real. Roscoe, Lava, like everybody that we come up with.
Family.
Yeah,
Of course.
You got the Cousins Festival.
Cousins
Yeah.
Festival, man. What?
Man, rock and
man,
roll
yeah.
is
Rock and roll.
so underrated. So underrated, man.
Yeah.
Great times,
Man,
man.
with us, man.
That's what's up. And outside of music, business has been good. Push, you got the coffee brand grinding.
Yeah.
It's doing well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
And you starred in a Lego movie with Pharrell.
Yeah.
And Malice, why weren't you in it?
Oh man, I don't know, but I think hey, listen, they did a great job. Pharrell told the story perfectly, creatively, and it did Virginia proud. I was, very happy to see it. It was great.
Okay.
Yeah.
And as far as I know, you guys have the collaborations with Carhartt. Is Playcloth still in production?
Nah. We did 10 years with Play Clothes.
Yeah.
10 years, maybe 12. I
Yeah.
don't know. But yeah, it ran its course.
Yeah.
It ran its course. It was good though.
Is the textile business difficult?
Man, I think there was a vision for Play Clothes at that time. And I feel like it was difficult, but it was good.
Yeah.
Like, it was good. But I think you have to know when, like, okay, it ran its course, and then you have to come with a new vision.
Right.
And I think that's what comes along with being the difference between putting your name on something and actually, having the direction and the creativity to build out a whole nother brand and do this consecutively.
And you have to be able to like full-time tend to it.
Yeah.
You just can't phone it in.
Nah,
Right.
nah.
Right.
Not truthfully.
Word. And before we get out of here, I always have this segment on the show where it's called Rap Opinions. I call it RAPinion. Just talk about anything, just having carefree, casual rap talk as fans. And, this week, I'll let you guys think about what your rap opinion is. And this week, I was thinking to myself about rap groups with you guys coming here. And I've come to the conclusion that Mobb Deep's The Infamous is the greatest rap group album of all time by 2 rappers or more.
I'm definitely going to agree with that.
Wow. Okay.
I'm definitely going to agree with that.
We've been saying that like probably all week.
Yeah. I mean, man, yeah. And when I think about that album, I just think about the impact of it,
right,
and what it meant. When you go to the studio, sometimes, we do a lot of we search for feelings, not necessarily sounds. Not we don't go in like particularly beat or a specific color in mind. We're looking for a feeling. So it's like, oh, what was the feeling when you heard Shook Ones in the club? Who got shot that night? What happened? Like, what was the feeling when you heard who shot you? Mobb Deep has a lot of those moments.
Yeah.
And
rock you in the face, stab your brain with your nose bone.
The imagery.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it was
that
was too much.
Yeah.
Like very I used to say all the time that Prodigy ruined my life. Like, just that video.
Yeah.
All of that ruined me.
Oh man.
So I would have to agree on impact alone.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not even arguing that.
Push, you have an opinion on anything rap?
Yes, man. Hell Have No Fury is better than Lil Willin'.
Now you're tripping.
Yeah, 1000%.
What about you, Malice? What you think?
As far as an opinion on rap,
on anything.
I feel like I miss the days of, and not to be that dude, but like we used to say that so-and-so was thorough, and it reflected in the music. You got a sense of not only fashion, not only great lyrics, but a kind of integrity. Things that you knew you could count on from an artist. I mean, beyond the music, outside of the music, their way of life, that it was something that you could count on. Not that anything was overly or super righteous, but it was a time of you really got what you see, and you knew that artist really lived, what he was doing.
Absolutely.
So it's kind of, I don't really feel that as much,
That's Prodigy again. We gotta keep it thorough, man.
Yeah, keep it thorough.
Word. Appreciate you guys coming through, man. Like guys, talking about easily album of the year contender. Man.
Thank you, man.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Man,
Absolutely.
appreciate that. Thank you.
Make sure y'all go stream that right now. It's Cover Lines. Peace.
Yeah.